Welcome in then to the latest edition of Extra Time. Come on, Jules, look at the camera. Frank is with us, Jules as well, Craig and Shaka as well. Craig, did you get the call to come in at half-time only to find out about the comeback at full-time? Frank was piling in as well that you enjoy Manchester United losing.
Yeah, I blame Frank.
Yeah.
You've got a reputation, Craig.
What?
That you only come in when Manchester United are off.
That you hate them.
Or lose.
Yeah.
I give Man United plenty of praise when they play well,
Right.
and plenty of stick when they don't. They are no different to any other team.
Which was evident today.
No different.
That's not what Frank said.
Yeah, Frank's stirring it all up.
Yeah.
Frank, is that a new Christmas sweater you're wearing?
No, he's had that on before.
No. I had it, and I enjoy it. It's kind of a Christmas one, But about Craig, I texted Pete about the game when at halftime. He said, "Can I be sure that Craig's going to be on the show? I want to see that because Manchester were losing, so I think he's going to be furious against Manchester United." But I really appreciated what he said about Manchester United. About the second half. So he's a fair guy. He's a
well
good
done
guy.
for doing
Craig
your job,
Burley
Craig.
is a good
Congratulations.
guy.
Brilliant. Well done.
He's a fair guy.
Very fair guy.
They are beautiful. Where's your Christmas polo neck thing, Jules?
Sorry?
No, it doesn't matter.
Listen, they all pale into insignificance after the way I dressed.
What the guests?
After the way I dressed on Christmas Eve.
Oh my God.
There's nobody.
2-2. Do any of you remember a game when all hope was lost and there was no chance that your team suddenly clawed back from? You remember a game where it was all done and dusted and then?
I can't.
No, I suppose you've been on like the opposite end. Yeah.
Why are you going to bring
Yeah.
that up?
Yeah. Oh, go on, Frank.
First season at Chelsea, maybe Craig remembers, against Liverpool on the FA Cup. I think it was a quarter-final or maybe last 16th. And we were losing 2-0 at home at halftime. And Regulich made a change and put Marcus in. And the guy changed the game and we won 4-2. Great atmosphere, crazy English weather with the rain and everything, the mud. That was a good christening for me of FA Cup tie.
I remember one.
Wait, no, Craig's involved still in this.
Chelsea Tottenham.
But were you involved in this game?
No.
Where were you?
No idea. I don't know what year it was.
Right.
Chelsea Tottenham. Chelsea Tottenham 94. 2-0 down after 20 minutes, Stamford Bridge. Ozzy Ardiles manager at Tottenham, Glenn Hoddle, Chelsea. Steve Sedgley and Jason, the boy from Ipswich, can't remember his name. Anyway, 2-0 down, gets it back to 2-2.
Lee?
No. Go back to
never mind.
What's his name? Anyway, we get it back to 2-2. I believe then they go 3-2 up. We get it back to 3-3. They miss a penalty. Andy Gray, that played for England, not the Scottish Andy Gray. Andy Gray missed a penalty, then Mark Stein scored a penalty, and we win 4-3. Marvellous.
There you are.
Yeah, well, that's a comeback, wasn't it?
Yeah, very good.
Well, you seem very disinterested. You prompt these stories, and then you sit there and go, oh, can you just go back and watch Home Alone again?
Hey, Home Alone 2. Home
Alone 2.
Actually, come on, get it
Home
right.
Alone 2.
Shaka?
St James's Park, Leicester City, Emil Heskey scores a couple with 3 down at half-time. Shearer scores a hat-trick. We win 4-3.
Oh, no, that's a good story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just good thing I remembered it.
Yeah, very good.
I'm going to get this name.
Very good. Jules?
The last thing I
that
did.
comeback, probably Barcelona is one of the most memorable ones of recent years, isn't it?
I was going to say, remember the Arsenal-Bournemouth of last season? The Arsenal-Bournemouth of last season when Arsenal were 2-1 down at the Emirates, and then Reece Nelson scored to win 3-2. They scored twice in added time. That was pretty cool.
I got it.
Right, come on, get on with it.
I'm telling Shaka not.
Oh no, we've got a show going on. You two wittering on in the corner about Jason.
It's not a show, it's extra time. We could walk.
Right.
You can just leave it here, right?
Jason, you won't even know this player. That's how ignorant you are.
Right.
Jason Dozell.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, why didn't you say that?
I was getting there.
Right.
Jason Lee.
I was going backwards.
Jules, is Zaïre-Emery better than Jude Bellingham was at 17?
Oh, that's a really good one. I mean, no offense to Jude, but he was obviously between the championship and his way to Dortmund at the age where Zaïre-Emery has been one of the best players in the Champions League group stage this season, so it's not the same. And also Jude is not from Paris. Again, that's the point for Zaïre-Emery. More seriously, I think, however, but purely because of the way English football is and what Bellingham had to do in the championship, and then obviously when he went to Germany, even, for example, driving the ball more than Zaïre-Emery, who still, I think, at times, and I'm sure Frank would agree with me, is still a little bit too cautious from Zaïre-Emery. I think he's got the potential and the talent technically to go more forward, more proactive, and at times he just play a little bit safe. I think with Jude has that talent, and we see now with Real Madrid where he's probably a bit more complete, and he was already at 17 than what Warren is right now at 17. That's what I would say the difference is.
That's a great Twitter handle, isn't it?
Yeah, does Gab have a smelly sweatshirt, Jules? You work in close proximity with him?
You say close. When you see the show, I'm quite far.
Right.
Then
Is
the
that because of the
Eagles
smelly sweatshirt?
Then the yeah. Then
Somebody
I'm
must
sure
have
it smells
mentioned it, though.
gorgeous.
Somebody must have mentioned it. Or somebody to...
Maybe. For Craig, does this comeback make United the favourites to land the Europa Conference League spot?
It's one result.
Europa League.
Nothing too long, you know, it's late.
Yeah.
It's one result.
Yeah.
Let's enjoy that.
There you are.
One
I don't
result.
know.
Let's enjoy that. Figure the rest out later on.
Okay, what's happened to him? Is he broke?
He froze.
Just it. He froze. Oh, Jules, the Super League.
It was like, you know...
that was good, Jules.
Oh, yeah, that's good acting.
They really... you really wanted me to talk about that today?
Yes, yeah.
Did.
I think Jules.
Is it fair to say now, Shaka, that Howe and Newcastle are in decline? Where is Stevie?
Well,
Why, what's this Stevie story?
So we had a big argument with it. I've said that Newcastle have regressed, and he said they hadn't.
he said no. And I was.
What had they done?
Sorry? They just lost against someone quite recently.
A couple of weeks, yeah. A couple
Yeah,
of weeks
and I said they regressed, Steve said they hadn't, and then it just...
Yeah, and he was just like, no, they haven't regressed. And we're just talking about the injuries, but saying they haven't regressed. I'm like, that don't make any sense.
If your team just blew a game like Villa did today, what would the post-game talk be like from the coach, Frank?
Whoa, it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be very, very bad. Because if you're capable of doing something good first half, and you do that horrendous second half, I think it's almost unprofessional. I think the coach will hammer everybody and will almost, I would say that the coach will be able to not insult you, but be very, very hard on you, because you give such a bad image of the club, of the color you are fighting for, that it's a real shame. It's a shame for the coach because he's the head coach, but he cannot do anything. And we saw that so many times where the team is not capable of reacting, even if the coach goes on the sideline and screams and everything. You are drowning into a nightmare, and you cannot react. And it's a bad time for everyone. And I think the coach can be very, very hard on every player after the game.
I think I'm just looking at his schedule. The good thing is that Villa played in 4 days' time.
Is it Burnley they got next?
Burnley they got next. That is. Had you had that result on a Saturday with no game until the following Saturday, that week would have been murder.
But it depends on the personality of the coach, doesn't it?
Right.
Really. It's like everything else, isn't it? I mean, some might come in and be a little bit colder about it and analyse it and have the 24 hours later, have the discussion, and there's others who would come in and their personality might be just to absolutely rip whoever he felt at the time was closest or needed it to shreds. And you have to accept that as a player, particularly if you've capitulated in that manner. I'd imagine there have been some harsh words, but I sense Unai Emery's not really one of those coaches, but I might be wrong.
I'd prefer to get it right after the game.
He's more analytical, I think.
You want to get done?
Yeah, I prefer the manager just come in and start throwing teapots right after the game.
You don't want the silent treatment like at home.
Well, he's been well renowned for having these very, very long video analysis sessions. So I could imagine that you know, there could be a particularly long one here and where they went wrong in the second half.
I believe that's it. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you to Jules, to Frank, to Craig, and to Shaka. Oh no, there is one more. Sorry. Yeah.
No,
for Craig.
You said it was it.
No, I got excited. Craig, were Villa naive to play such a high line and effectively play to United's strength?
Well, this is the argument that keeps doing the rounds, and it's doing the rounds with Tottenham and with Aston Villa in particular. And there is no doubt Villa play this better than any other team in the league, right? And it has. And my argument would be, if you start dropping off, you're going against the grain of what's made you have the success that you've had to this point. And that's the way they play. Now, the counter argument is, and you could, you know, I don't have an issue with when there's 5 minutes to go and you're trying to see the game out. But they're not going to come out in the second half at 2-0 up and all of a sudden drop to the edge of the box and give the initiative to Man United. They continue to try and play in the manner in which has got them up to what you said in the first half. They went top of the league. So that's come about through him on the training field continuing to work on this back four, high line, offside, squeezing the game, getting himself further up the field. I think it's a little bit hypocritical to say when it doesn't work, oh, I should just do something completely different.
I think what has to change is you're 2 up. There's no need to take risks passing the ball out to the back. While that gets you 2 up, now you've got the lead. You don't need to encourage your opposition in the way 2 of United's 3 goals came from Villa giving the ball away cheaply.
That is it. Properly now, I promise. Thank you very much to Jules and to Frank and to Craig and to Shaka and Pete. Have a lovely time in tennis camp. We will be back.
Tennis camp. What a holiday.
We will be back tomorrow for more to reflect on Chelsea against Palace and Everton, who are in action against Manchester City.